Shoot, I probably could have sat in the sun and got some sun because it ain't beaming today. Let me see if I can find this video. Hey Martez, yeah, everything is fine. Everything has been good. I'm the same person. I'm trying to see if I can find the video that sparked all of this controversy um, between Just Hilarious and the trans community, which has kind of spilled over into, oh, I found it, into the women and trans women having some issues. And I don't think that the women, and I know that you guys use the term cisgender, but I don't like that term, so I don't use it. Like, don't call me cisgender. I'm just a woman. And I feel like this whole trans situation, if a woman tells you that they don't want to be called cisgender, they just want to be called a woman, why can't you honor that? Because we honor you by calling you trans or by calling you a woman or whatever pronoun you choose. So why can't the same thing happen to women? If I decide that I don't want to be called cisgender, why can't you call me exactly what I choose to be called? I really think that trans people have heterosexual phobia. They are heterophobic. They hate us. They the same issues that because if we call them anything but she, her, or whatever feminine pronoun they choose, if we call them anything but that, we are being transphobic. But they can call us terms that we don't want. And of course, I can't speak for all women. I'm speaking for myself. I don't like the term cisgender. It just absolutely makes no sense to me. Cisgender makes no sense to me at all. Just call me a woman. Like, when did we get to the point where you had to redefine what I was at birth because you're trying to define yourself in a way to make people understand? I've already been defined. I was defined when I was born. When I was born, the doctor told my mom and daddy it's a girl. They looked at my genitals and said it's a girl. In all the 58 years that I have been on this planet, I have been a girl, a woman, a girl developed into a woman. There has never, ever, ever been a time when I was mistaken for a man. Never. And trans women, if they take off the makeup, the lashes, the hair, the fake butts, the prosthetic breasts or whatever, if they take all that off, there's nothing on my body that I can remove. That I was born with all of this. I was born with the features of a woman, breast, butt, uterus. The uterus came when I was born. So let me play this video, and I'm gonna let y'all listen to what Just Hilarious said, and then what I guess the trans women are saying. One of the trans women that kind of started this, and then I'm gonna let you listen to what Cherry the Boom. And Cherry Boom is kind of like, I don't want to say famous, but she's always on Bigo. She's a trans person. What happened? Oh, I thought Gizmo had got out. Gizmo. Oh. How are you doing? I'm fine, sweetie. Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought he had got out. No. Oh, I was looking for Aaron. He in the bathroom. Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought Gizmo had to got out, but he didn't. That's somebody came over to the house and he locked up in the room. He can't get out. So I want y'all to listen to this audio of Just Hilarious, and then I'm gonna play the audio of what the train. I know this video is gonna get demonetized because YouTube don't want you to cater your content to children, but when you cater your content to adults, they demonetize you. You ain't missed much. I'm just about to play the audio now of what kind of started this, and I don't want to call it beef, but what started this conversation between women and trans women, biological born women and trans women. So listen to Just Hilarious first. Gosh, they didn't cut her audio off. Hold on. Let me go to her page and try to find it. All the sound was removed. I wonder why they did that. How did TikTok remove the sound from that video? Wait, let me see if I can find it someplace else. Well, let me see. Did they remove the sound from this? Hold on. Let me see if this
all the parts that you guys wish that you were. When does the delusion stop? What is the difference between you and someone who has been diagnosed to be mentally insane? Now, first things first, y'all know.
So, in this video, Just Hilarious was saying, what is the difference between a trans person and someone that is mentally ill? Because if you think, someone said that biological women are trying to gatekeep periods, menstrual cycle.
It just comes out, the audacity and just the arrogance for cis women to believe that they own periods, that they own womanhood. You don't. Okay, you don't own periods, you don't own womanhood. You experience both, and both are different for every person, but as a cis woman, it doesn't belong to you, so you can't gatekeep it. Like, hell.
It don't belong to trans women either, because you can't have a period. A trans woman can't even have a period because you are not biologically set up. Your body can't have a period. So we're not trying to gatekeep periods, but you can't have it. You can't have one physically.
So you mean to tell me this is the root of
How are we gatekeeping something that you can't even have? Just because of the way your body was not designed to have it. You can't have it. We're not gatekeeping it. You can't have it. It's not possible for you to even have it. We're not trying to keep it from you. You can't have it. Isn't gatekeeping when a person or tries to keep something from somebody else? You know, who you could have it, but I'm keeping it from you. I don't want you to have it. Trans women cannot have a period. You can't have it. I'm not gatekeeping it. You can't have it. There's no way for you to have it. We're not trying to keep it from you. You just can't have it. It's not physically possible for you to have it. You don't have ovaries. You don't have fallopian tubes. You don't have a uterus. There's no way for you to have it. I'm not trying to stop you from having it. And as a matter of fact, damn, I wish you could have it. I don't think it's not a woman on this planet that would be like, oh my God, I want my period. Don't take it from me. I had so many damn problems with my menstrual cycle. It used to make me so sick. And I don't think these trans people understand that. Like, that's the last thing we want to gatekeep. You can have that shit, but we ain't trying to keep that from you. You just can't have it. I am a
cisgendered heterosexual black woman.
You can't have it. And I wish they had not censored what Just Hilarious said, because she spoke nothing but the truth. She was, dang, I wish they hadn't censored her. I wish I had saved that video. Hold on, y'all. Let me see, did I save it? Because sometimes I do be saving shit when I see it. But I'm going to let y'all listen to Cherry the Boom, because I think some of this is the reason why we have so many issues. I'm going to read y'all comments in a minute. I want y'all to listen to Cherry the Boom. And I think this is why there is this underlying issue between trans women and women.
Bitch, you can have it. Girl, you can have it. Girl, it's not my fault that you mistaken my happiness and my femininity as a challenge. Sweetie, when I was identifying how feminine I was and how far I wanted to go and how I wanted my inside to match my outside had nothing to do with you. Okay? Because it seems like y'all only have so much to say when it comes to a competition. It really seems like y'all only have so much to say when it comes to tearing somebody else down. Girl, I don't want to be you.
Why do trans women think that we're competing with them all the time? Because there's no competition. There is no competition. And I'm not saying that to be mean or rude or anything. There is no competition. There's not one trans woman that is walking this earth that I'm jealous of. Not one. Because I live the life that God put me here. I'm going to read them comments in a minute. Hold on. I live the life that God put me here. He put me here as a woman. I did the task that he gave me. I was fruitful and multiplied. None of them can say that. Because you're not doing what you were put here to do. You're doing something else. You're supposed to be let me not do that. Let me not do that. Let me read some of these comments. They want to silence the truth. Obviously they do, because they quickly took the sound off that video. Because the video had sound the other day because I watched it. I'm pretty sure it's still on Facebook. I'm going to see if I can find it on Facebook. Did you get my DM? No. Where'd you send it? Tell me where you sent it. If you sent it on here, I ain't going to see it. You got to send it to me either on Facebook or Instagram. Because if you send me a private message on YouTube, I ain't going to see it. When it comes to periods, that's exclusive to women. Their womb is literally connected to the moon energetically. We can't gatekeep something we was born to do. That having a period is part of our DNA. So we can't gatekeep that. Because we were born to do it. You can't do it. You didn't get that part of the DNA. Your DNA does something different. You're supposed to be doing the opposite of what we're doing. You're the giver. We're the receiver. But you want to be the receiver. You don't want to be the giver. So you messing yourself up. We're not messing ourselves up. Most women are out here doing what they're supposed to be doing. I don't understand why people take the words of one trans people, I think you meant person, and assume that's the views of all trans people. I don't think people do that though. But if you have a trans person that is on social media and they are the loudest, of course you're going to listen to the loudest. I know that there are other trans people who don't live like these people. I know there are. I know there are other trans women who are not out here thinking that all biologically born women are, attacking them or jealous of them. I know that there are. But on social media, the ones that you see the loudest are the ones like this Cherry DeBoom that have this type of attitude. Oh, Red Star, I thought you were better than this. You are clearly generalizing an entire community based on the ignorant views of a few. So I can't talk about one person. I'm telling you that I'm talking about one person. If this is bothering you, if this conversation, if you're not emotionally mature enough to handle this conversation, then get off. Leave. Because this is my opinion. It's weird to me how the trans community can get up here and slam biological women, drag us up and down the streets of TikTok, YouTube, Bigo, and every place else. But when a woman says something, y'all, I thought you was better than that. Oh, you transphobic. No, I have a fucking opinion. I'm a woman. And I have an opinion, and I get tired of hearing this shit. Now, if this bothers you, go someplace else. Because you're not going to stop me from having a fucking opinion. That's the problem now. You people want to silence everybody when they don't have the same opinion as you. Oh my God, I thought you was better than that. Well, I'm not. I'm not better than that. This is my damn opinion. I'm a woman and I have a right to take up for myself just like any damn body else. And if it bothers you, get the hell off this channel. Go bye-bye. I mean that shit. Now, I'm mature enough to understand it's not all. We talking about 2 or 3 people. And I'm telling you the people that I'm talking about. If I wanted to say it was all people, I would have said all the transgenders feel like that. But you never heard me say that. I'm telling you who it is, and we're listening to it so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. I know it ain't all. That's like saying all black people steal, all black people go to jail, all black people are thugs and criminals. We know they're not. I ain't never been to jail. But I can tell you Pookie and Ray Ray went to jail. But I didn't. Now, if I'm talking about a specific person, I like to tell you who I'm talking about, where I got it from, and everything. So you can go and listen to it for yourself and make your own judgment on the situation. But if you're not emotionally mature enough to have a conversation, then this ain't the channel for you, because there's grown folks over here. If you still thinking like a child, you still have the mind of a little kid, then you probably don't need to be here, because we're adults. And we're going to have opinions, and we're going to talk about different subjects in a mature way. Don't do me today. Look, let me tell you this. This is day 3 of me not having any sugar. My patience is like this. I will get on your ass, okay? I ain't had no sugar. I ain't had no sodas. I ain't had nothing. My patience is real thin. So tread lightly with me until I get this shit, until I get my body under ketosis or whatever. I'm grumpy. So this, you meeting Grumpy on my old shoe. This is a Diet Coke. I did allow myself to have a Diet Coke because last night I was craving sugar so bad that it felt like I was going to go crazy. Don't play with me, because this, y'all getting grumpy on my old shoe. Okay? So Martell said, I can't with you. Bye. Bye. Can we get up and talk to you? No. Not today. Not on this subject. Because I know I'm not with it today. Maybe by the time I give me a couple of days to get my mind right. Okay, we just want to make sure you're aware that some just want to live in their truth. That's true. The loudest be the wrongest. I've never said that people can't live in their truth. I don't have a problem. I don't care how them people live. I don't. The only thing I care about is how you address me. I don't care how they live. And if you tell me that your pronoun is she and her, I'm going to call you she and her. I'm going to do my best to do that. Now, if you disrespect me and call me by a pronoun that I don't choose, which is cisgender, I don't choose that. I don't. Just call me a woman. Mrs. You don't have to add cis to it. I don't like it. So if you continue to call me cis gender, then I'm going to call you the gender that you don't like. I think that's fair. If I tell you that I don't like that, you don't like being called the gender that you don't like. I don't like being called cisgender. And if I tell you to don't call me that, then I'm going to call you what you don't like. Because you calling me, that's disrespecting me. You have called me something that I don't like. If you don't agree with what Auntie is saying, you can choose to leave. This is her show, and she has the right to express her opinion on her show. Let's be respectful, everyone. She comes from a different era, and we should respect her perspective. I don't think that has anything to do with me coming from a different era. I'm a woman, and this is what I choose. I see young women saying the same thing. As a matter of fact, I was like, okay, am I being a boomer? You know, like, am I looking at this situation from the perspective of a boomer? But then I went and read the comments. Everybody who commented on this was not a boomer. All of these people were saying, I agree with Just Hilarious. I know everybody on that thread was not a boomer. Boomers is not out here like that. So I don't think this has anything to do with the era or my age group or, whatever. This just has to do with the fact that this is how I feel as a woman. Yeah, that gatekeeping argument wasn't really a good stance. I'm LGBTQ and I love my trans sisters, but gatekeeping menstruation, that's ridiculous. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, how are we trying to gatekeep something that is naturally, like, we don't even ask for a period. It just happens naturally. You think I wanted to start my period at 8 years old? You think I was like, oh, on my Christmas list, Barbie country camper, a new Barbie, a new Ken doll, my period? No. It just happened. When my body decided, it's time, boop, it was there. That wasn't something that I wanted, and it wasn't something that I was looking forward to. So why would we gatekeep something that we don't even want? I don't know anybody except for, what's that little girl name in the book? Margaret. I don't know anybody but Margaret and her little friends that were actually looking forward to their period. And the funny thing was, all of them except Margaret, when the period did start, they were hurt. They were like, this is it. One of the main little girl, The main little girl that was spearheading, I can't wait until I start my period. I can't wait. Oh, so and so got her period. I can't wait. We gonna get our period. And as soon as her period started, she had a complete ass meltdown. Ain't nobody out here gatekeeping menstruation. Honey, if I could give that shit to you, I would give it to you so quick. Even though I don't have it no more. Thank God. It's all gone. Demona said, preach. Hey, Demona. But you're just respectfully telling the truth. Rosemarie said, but you're just respectfully telling the truth. Just some cannot handle the... And I don't understand why. And this is the reason why there's so much animosity between the trans community and women. Because they don't want to hear our truth. But they want us to hear and understand and love their truth. And stand with you and lift you up. But you don't want to hear our truth. Shut up. Let me just tell you what's going on with me. That's not how you forge a relationship. You have to be able to listen to what I'm saying. I have to be able to listen to what you're saying. And we have to, meet somewhere in the middle. But I really don't see that happening. Martez says, you got this, no sugar. I'm trying my best. Rosemary said, I hear you, sis. I'm having a problem with leaving Coke and Pepsi alone. It's real out here, girl. It is real out here in these streets. Do you hear me? My thing is Sprite. And I didn't realize that sometimes I was having two. I thought I was just having one a day. But sometimes I was having two a day. So, yeah, I have to quit that. So I got up this morning and I had a protein shake. And I had a sausage and an egg. No bread. So I'm just trying to just do the protein. Because we're having family over. So it's going to be a little bit of food for dinner. But I'm going to still try my best to limit my carbs. Because that's my thing. Carbs, sugar, all those things are my problem. Auntie, calm down. Don't let these folks stress you out. This show F them. Girl, I ain't letting these people stress me out, but I am gonna tell you, you're not gonna talk to me any kind of way. You just not. Oh, Martez said, girl, I'm on your side. Martez says, as a bisexual man with a mix of both masculine and feminine energy, even I don't like being called cis. I get it. Where did that term even come from? I hate it. Tammy said, you're allowed to have your opinion. Girl, I'm gonna have my opinion. No, Martez, we cool. Now, one thing about me, let me tell y'all that. Some of y'all don't know me. After I done said what I done said, we straight. I don't hold no, I'm not that type of person. I don't hold no grudges. If I'm mad at you, you gonna know it because I'm gonna block you. You will definitely know when I done had enough because I get rid of you. If I keep you here, we cool. I don't have no problems with it. I love a good debate. And in my good debate, a couple of cuss words may come out, but we still straight. Tammy said, no, you're not being a boomer. I have young people in my family that have similar views. And see, that's my thing. I love to go back and read the comments. I'm a stickler for reading comments. If I see somebody put a post up like this, I like to go and read the comments and just try to see what everybody is saying about this subject. And then I notice, no, I'm not being a boomer, because it is too many people in here who have the same feeling that I have. Not one woman I know wanted a period. Trust me, we go through hell. Glad mine is done. Still get PMS though. I think I still get it too. I think even though you go through menopause, your hormones still, do some weird things. And I think we still have that PMS type energy. I don't know one person, and I have a whole lot of female, I've run the gamut of female friends. Like I've had, of course, in my 20s, 30s, 40s, I'm in my 50s now. So, of course, I've had female friends of all ages. And I have not had one friend who was happy when she was on her cycle. And believe it or not, I only had one friend who said she never had to wear a large pad. She could get away on her whole cycle. She could get away with just wearing a panty liner. One person. And even then, she said she still had, like back pain and stuff. Not a whole lot. It was still, slightly uncomfortable, but not as uncomfortable as I was. Tammy said, I never had any issues with my period, but all my sisters had so many issues. So for me, it was no big deal. But man, my sisters, oh my God. Yeah, see, that was like this friend. She didn't have it wasn't a big deal for her. It was a huge deal for me. The first 2 days, the first day I would throw up. Every month I would throw up. And I don't know why. But I would always get extremely nauseated and I would always throw up. The first day. The second day, I would be, in a whole lot of pain. By the third day, I would start to feel better. But the first 2 days, it was horrible. Like, and I was so young. And as a child, you're thinking, when my mom was like, okay, this is it. This is going to happen every month. You're thinking, I got to go through this every month. I'm going to like literally die every month for the rest of my life. I was such a dramatic child. Periods are inconvenient but necessary, and I started mine at 10. The very day my younger sister was born, our mother was giving birth, and I was simultaneously starting my period. Wow. Wow. Rosemary says Sprite is delicious too. I have to switch to sparkling water. I love the white grape flavor. I have a sugar problem too. It's hard leaving it alone completely. Child. We just on day 3. Ain't no telling how long y'all gonna get grumpy almost, huh? Because yeah, Martez, we cool. I don't trip off of people like that. Me too, Auntie. I love a healthy debate. I've been into law and politics since I was 16. I just thought you maybe misinterpreted my words, which is why I was willing to come up and speak. Oh, no, we good. I love a healthy debate too. I just don't want to debate this. I don't want to do that. Because this could put me in a position where I say something wrong. I know how sensitive people are about this. And some of my views can be boomer views. I'm trying my best to keep it, I'm trying to keep it classy, you know. But I know how easy it is to step on people's toes. And I don't want to do that. Some of that shit I just keep to myself. Because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Like, I'm not the type of person, that's what you guys don't know me. So it's easy for you to say stuff like, oh my God, I didn't know you was like that. Or I don't, it's easy for you to say that because you don't know me. And I'm not out here trying to hurt somebody's feelings. If I was, I could have already did that. I could have just came out here and been like, forget all of this. But I'm not like that. I'm not. If you tell me you a girl, you a girl. Now I might talk shit about you behind your back. But I ain't gonna get on here and talk about you. But let me have an opinion. If this is my opinion, you have your opinion. You are allowed to type in that chat the words that I don't want you to type in that chat. I have already put in the system. You can't put them in there. So go ahead. And if it's something that I don't like, I will delete it. If what you type is still there, I don't care. We good. But let me have my opinion. Yeah, and I'm pretty raw too when it comes to my opinion. I'm pretty, I'm not the type of person to hold my tongue when I have an opinion. I know that this Cherry the Boom person is just one transgender. Just one. But she is very verbal. And a lot of stuff that she says about women really comes off as extremely negative. And sometimes I wonder if transgender women look at us with that level of hatred and negativity, why do you want to be a woman? You hate everything that we do. You think that we're jealous of you? Natural born women are jealous of transgender women. Then why do you want to be a woman? I mean, she goes on to say that no one respects women. Men don't respect black women. Some of the things that she said was so hateful. We're jealous. Jealous of what? I hear that thrown around so much on YouTube, on social media, period. Oh, you just jealous of me. Jealous of what? Like, you would have to have, like, women have told me that I'm jealous of them. Like, jealous of what? You getting food stamps. You on social media begging for people to send you stuff off an Amazon list. But I'm jealous of you. So I don't understand why a lot of these transgender women think that we're jealous of them. Because what you have paid thousands of dollars to look like, we do. We just automatically have it. We don't have to have surgery. We don't have to have cheek implants. We don't have to train our voices to sound feminine and, have feminine mannerisms, because they are naturally here. So what are we jealous of? We have everything that you aspire to. Everything that you're trying to get, we already have. We have breasts naturally. Oh, and they were like, you can't gatekeep breastfeeding. But you can't breastfeed though. Just because you go and buy some breasts don't mean something is gonna come out of them. And this one transgender was like, I'm taking a medication to taking some type of medication to force lactation, and then wants to donate that milk to other babies. So you want to do something that is unnatural. You want to do something, what side is that on? Where is that? You want to do something that you have to, what is that? You want to do, oh, I can't get it off. It's stuck to the shirt. You want to do something that you have to use a chemical to do. So you can donate that chemical breast milk to babies. Like you wanna lactate that bad. Naya said, it's amazing to me how we take things we naturally have for granted. I don't think they understand that most women don't enjoy periods, but trans women, I wish they could have it. I do, because it really seems like a problem for them. I wish that they could have periods, that they could lactate, all of that, all the stuff we do. I wish they could have it. And then they would be in the same boat with us, not wanting that shit. They wouldn't want it. Rosemary said, I'm in Atlanta. They're everywhere. I know they are. I mean, I'm in the Bay Area. San Francisco, I'm pretty sure, has well, maybe it's more gay men. San Francisco has a high population of LGBTQIA. I don't know what the trans population is. But you know, when I think about trans women talking about their passing, you know, in them passing means that they actually look good enough to pass for a woman. It reminds me of back in the day when a black person, you know, was light skinned, was so light skinned that they could pass for white. You are trying to be something that you're not. You know, you're doing everything to try to pass or be that, so that people, you know, don't know what you are actually. But you're still, you still not gonna have, even if you pass, even if you do, you know, look, present, and everything like a woman, there are still things that you will never have. And a uterus is one of them. You won't have that. You know, you can pass on the outside, but that inside is going to tell a totally different story. Somebody was saying that, and I was watching someone's video, and the person said that T.S. Madison did a video and was talking about how many men it is that love to be with trans women. And that's the reason why she would never have the male parts removed, because there are so many men that enjoy being with a trans woman that still has the male parts. But if it's a man that wants to be with a trans woman with male parts, that's a gay man. And that wouldn't be a man that I'm at all interested in. Because a heterosexual man does not want to be with a woman with male parts. But T.S. Madison said, yeah, they do. It's a lot of straight men that are married that want to be with trans women. But that's a down low man. That's not a straight man. If he wants to be with a trans woman, he ain't straight. That ain't straight. And you're not going to make me believe that. I don't care how much of a boomer I am. I don't believe that. Do y'all believe that? That a straight man wants to be with a trans woman? A straight man. I don't believe that. I wouldn't consider him straight. If he wants to be with a trans woman, how is he straight? And especially if he knows that trans woman still has male genitalia, how's he straight? You can't be straight. I used to watch some of T.S. Madison's YouTube and Facebook, but T.S. Madison also says some things sometimes that are really hurtful about black women, about women. And I can't listen to you. I can't support someone that really don't like me. Like there is a underlying hatred, I think, for whatever reason. And I don't know what she has been through. I'm pretty sure it's a lot. But if I catch wind that you have a underlying hatred for people like me, I can't follow you. Because it's going to come up. That's like me following a page of someone that is a racist, that has this underlying hatred for black people. And every now and then, like, they can throw in some good stuff, but every now and then they'll say something that's like, huh? Hey, Tina. So I don't know. I don't think that this trans and women situation, I don't think it's ever going to, be a sisterhood. I think that there's always going to be because it's just, I don't know, it's just a lot. It's a lot. We hear a lot. And I mean, a lot of these people I don't follow. Like, of course, I would never follow anybody like Cherry the Boom. To be honest, I don't think I follow anybody that is trans on any of my social media platforms. Unless I don't know. I don't follow Just Hilarious either. And the only reason why I saw this was because it kept coming up in my feed. Because to be honest, I don't really think that Just Hilarious is that funny. So I don't really follow her like that. But this kept coming up in my feed and I was like, I want to talk about it. Because I think a lot of women have, opinions about this. And I don't think we trying to, take anything away from the, I wish I could have found that, thing that I had commented on earlier so I could read some of the comments to you guys. I would love for us to be able to come together, but I don't see that happening on social media. You know, maybe if you have trans friends in real life and you have real life relationships with them that are totally different than the conversations and the relationships that you have with trans people on social media, or just like Facebook or TikTok or whatever, then I know that that's different. I don't have any trans friends. I have friends who are in LGBT, like my brother is gay, but I don't have any like trans friends. And maybe that is different. Of course, your real relationship with people who are trans is going to be totally different than the trans people that we see on social media. I don't have no trans friends. And I know that, like, if I had trans friends, I know that they wouldn't be like, oh, you jealous of me, you hating on me, you this, you that. I just don't feel like they would do that. I don't feel like we would have that type of relationship. I really don't. That one Phoenix said, my sister-in-law is trans. We don't have any problems with it. If she feels like she's a woman, then I respect that. That's how I would be. But I bet your sister-in-law is not telling you, oh, you gatekeeping periods, you hating on me, you think you something because you have real breasts. I'm pretty sure she's not coming at you like that. But you see a lot of that on social media. And then, when you see this kind of stuff, it does, especially for, people like myself who don't like have any trans friends, then you start to be like, well, do all of them act like that? Because if they do, then I don't want no trans friends. But I know they don't all have the same attitude. But this situation with Just Hilarious and the trans community has blown up, because I guess Monroe Flame is another trans person that is kind of big on social media. So she had something to say about it. And there were some women, I'm going to call them cisgender. There were some biological women who were standing up for the trans community and didn't like what Just Hilarious was saying. But sometimes I think women do that. Women take up for the community because you don't want to be called transphobic. Let me just be with them because I don't want them to think that I'm transphobic. And I think that is crazy also. Because just because I don't agree with your message does not mean I have something against you as a person. I'm not transphobic. I just don't like what you said. It has nothing to do with your gender assignment. I don't like your damn attitude. I don't understand where we lost that. I don't care about who you sleep with. I don't like your attitude. Melissa said, I think real trans and gay people aren't offended easily. Same with racists. If you offend easily, you better check yourself. I think they are offended easily. Especially the trans. It seems like more in the trans community than the gay community. I think the trans community are offended easily. They get offended by the slightest thing that women say. There's an ass in every bunch. I'm sure not all trans think that way. I hope not. No, I'm not saying that they all do. Melissa said, I love this conversation, and I think they are important. It's how we learn and grow and get better. Exactly. Exactly. If we can't have these conversations, we will never grow. I know company is here, babe. I already spoke. Get off my live. Go away. No one asked you to come here. Boo! Tomatoes, tomatoes. Go away. I'm coming in a minute. Mama already came out here. Boo! Tomatoes, tomatoes. I'm finna go, y'all. My husband then came in the live and was like, bring your ass in the house. I gotta go. Getting in trouble. You can't say anything without coming off as offensive. And see, that's the thing. Like, I don't care about your gender or who you're sleeping with or anything like that. I just care that you have a certain level of respect for me. That's all I care about. I don't care about if you're lactating or menstruating. It's biological women that get on my nerves. So, you know it's going to be some trans women that get on my nerves. But it has nothing to do with you being trans. It has everything to do with your attitude. How you talk to me, how we relate to each other. It has nothing to do with who. I don't give a damn who you sleep with. It has nothing to do with that. But it has everything to do with how we relate to each other, how we talk to each other, how we respect each other. And I think that's the problem. I don't care who you sleep with. It doesn't matter to me. I care about how you talk to me, how you respect me, how we relate to each other. Yeah, a lot of the social media stuff is for attention. And I know that Cherry the Boom has a big personality on Bigo, and all that cussing and all of that stuff gets views. I'm hoping that the person that Cherry the Boom is on social media is not that person in real life, because that person is loud and boisterous and aggressive, and just like, when I look, I'm like, that's not feminine. You know, it's one thing to dress up like a woman. To, you know, it's like Halloween. I can dress up like Wonder Woman. I can put on the whole costume. But I'm not gonna be able to. Can Wonder Woman fly? What do she do? Jump? I can't do none of that shit. Now I can dress up like her ass, but I can't jump. I can't fight. My lasso ain't gonna. It ain't gonna do none of that. I'm just wearing the costume. Or I can wear the costume of the Hulk. They can put the padding and all of that kind of stuff. But I can't beat up nobody. When I take that costume off, it's gonna be little 5'3", 252-pound ass Omar Oshun. That's how I look at them. Because you can put all of that stuff on, but you can't fake feminine energy. If you don't have it, you don't have it. It's something different. It's something innate that is in our DNA. That feminine energy, we just have it. My granddaughter, when she was 2 years old, she had distinguished the difference between boys and girls. And she was quick to tell you, oh, I don't want that, it's for boys. And it wasn't something that we taught her. She'd been a girly girl all her life. Oh, I don't like that, it's for boys. I want the girl one. She's always wanted the pinks, the Barbies, the Minnie Mouse. She didn't want Mickey, she wanted Minnie. That's it's coded in our DNA. I was the same way. I've always been a girly girl. I went through a little tomboy phase, but even as a tomboy, I still was a tomboy girl. I still like to be clean. I've never been a little girl that liked to be dirty. I like to be clean all the time. That's coded in our DNA. That's not something that we have to learn. Of course, you teach your little girls to, sit a certain way. You don't sit with your legs gapped open. Sometimes we have to teach our little girls to, you wear shorts under your dresses when you go to school or when you go out to play. If you have a little dress on, you wear shorts or skirts or, something like that. Yeah, those are things that we have to teach our little girls, but those are outward things. But there are some things that are definitely coded into our DNA. Like, I think all women are scared of spiders. That's in our DNA. I hope one day we can come together as a community. I really do. I don't have anything. I don't think that I'm better than trans women. I don't think that I'm better than a biological woman. I don't think that I'm better than you. Now, I ain't jealous of you. You ain't got nothing that I want. But I don't feel like I'm better than. I'm not that type of person. Unless you come at me, then I'm better than you. Okay? Yes. my situation is good. I'm out here with a husband, somebody that love me. But that's only if you push me. So of course I'm not going to feel like I'm better than a trans woman. I really hope that one day we can, all of this will go away, and we will all fit in. And I feel like that for not just the LGBT community and the straight community. I feel like that for black and white, for race, for people, period. I'm hoping one day we will, all be able to just look at each other and just be like, hey, I love you. I really do. Oh, Naya said, I've never been a tomboy, but I've always been bisexual. See, Naya out here bisexual, and she loved me. She ain't never had a problem with me. But I don't have a problem with the, LGBTQIA community. I don't have a problem with the trans community, but I do have an opinion. And when things like this happen, I'm going to speak my opinion. Okay, Naya, I will see you later, sweetie. I'm finna go too because we have company. And my husband mad at me because I won't come in the house. So, I'm getting ready to go. I might come back later. We do have company from out of town. So, but they didn't come to see me. They came to see my mother-in-law. But I'm going to go in the house and be nice. I do pray for, unity. Tomorrow we're going to talk about that. What's that country singer? Honey, he done made folks mad. Something Aldine. The song is something in a small town. Jason Aldean. I want y'all to look up Jason Aldean and listen to the lyrics of that song. We are going to talk about it tomorrow. If you are sensitive, don't come. Okay? I'm telling you now. If you are sensitive, don't come tomorrow. Because I don't want to hear that. See, almost sure I thought you was better than that. I don't want to hear that. Because you never know. I might be, on my sugar low, and I might talk crazy. But honey, Mr. Jason Aldean, he done made a whole lot of people mad with that try that in a small town. But they said the song didn't, because of the controversy, has hit the top of the charts. But we're going to talk about it tomorrow, honey. So go look up Jason Aldean. Try that in a small town. If you have TikTok, all you got to do is put Jason Aldean in the search bar, and honey, your TikTok going to be lit up with videos of people for him and people against him. It's a very interesting, like, I didn't know it was as deep as it is, and it may be some things about this story that you have not heard, and I'm going to bring those things up tomorrow so that you will have a broader perspective about this situation. It's really interesting. So I will see you guys tomorrow If you have not watched the weight loss video, those videos are going to be really short, and I make them short on purpose so that you will watch them all. But please make sure that you have, before you leave, make sure you have thumbed this video up. And if you have not watched the weight loss video, please go over and watch the weight loss video and make sure you comment and thumbs up the weight loss video also, because I'm trying to get my thumbs up and my comments up a little bit on the videos so that YouTube will push my videos out to more people. That's kind of like part of the thing. Engagement is important. Even if you only comment a heart or something on the videos, make sure you're leaving a comment for me on the videos to help with engagement. Girl, it's funny to me too when people get mad, especially when people get mad on social media. That shit is funny to me. Because I used to be one of those crazy people that would actually get mad at somebody on social media. And then I was like, girl, these people, half of these people are trolls, and the other half are, it's a hierarchy for social media. It's trolls, like people who don't do anything but sit out and leave crazy comments just to irritate you. They like master trolls. And I'm not about to sit up and argue with a troll. It's some crazy people on social media. That's why I only really comment with y'all and other people that I really know. Yeah, people on TikTok and shit, them not real people to me. Just the people that I talk to that I know, like Naya and Tina and Phoenix and Melissa and other people, that I know are real people. Them the only people that I'm gonna have a real conversation with. Strangers and people that don't have real pictures on their thing, I be like, I don't know you. You could be anybody. I'm not about to be arguing with somebody that I don't even know like that. It is not that serious. I'm not about to waste my energy going back and forth with a troll. I got too much other shit I could be doing. So I will see you guys later. I love you. Thanks for being here. Bye.